All right. Okay, so we've got this document, and I want you to choose a bright color. Like, let's do, let's do a pink or a magenta right here in the fill color. Around there. Cool. And then no stroke. No stroke. Oops. Tell it no stroke. So kind of like a magenta fill, no stroke. Everybody got that? Yes? All right, very simple shapes. You're gonna get the ellipse tool, right, or circle tool, and draw yourself a circle, option shift, right, a nice perfect circle, no stretching, just about like that. I don't know what size, just more or less. Cool? Everybody got that? Yes? All right, good it? Next one, rectangle tool. And then right about here, draw yourself like a little rectangle, and then use that feature where you make it like a little pill, right? You go to the corner like that, something like that. Or you could have used the no, I think that's the easiest way. There used to be a rounded rectangle. Yeah? Everybody got that? Yes? Simple. Now, let's make a quick copy of these like this. You should be able to select them, drag, option shift, and make a quick copy. If you're still struggling with that, you really need to practice, right? You really need to install this software, start working on stuff if you're struggling with that. All right, and then I'm gonna make copies of this little pill. Let's do like that. Anybody there? Yes, no? You ready? Everybody got it? Yeah? All right. So select all of them like this. Make sure all are selected. And this is a new command. I don't think we've done this one. Command 8. Command 8. Looks like nothing happened. But in reality, you created what we call a compound path. Even though they're separate, the paths, believe it or not, even though there's gaps, make them one shape. All right. It's not grouping, right? It's making them a compound path. And I'll explain that a little bit later. All you have to do right now is select it, Command 8. Everybody got that? Yes? Okay. Next step. Let's go up to Window, and you should see this one called 3D and Materials. Does everybody see it? Yes? All right, and select that. And you'll see this little window. Yeah? Everybody there? Everybody got it? No? Who doesn't have it? What? Let me see. Pause. All right, so let's do this again. You know what? I'll make a copy. All right. So I told everybody that you guys just got here. So go to your colors. Make sure you make a new document. 8.5 by 11 horizontal. I mean vertical. Monito up. File. New. Print. Inches. Right. And then say create. Okay. Once you have that, you're gonna fill. Just use like a light magenta or pink right here. Get yourself a nice fill. No stroke. No stroke. No stroke. No stroke. Cool. Nice fill. Get yourself your ellipse tool. I'm not telling you what size the circle has to be, just something like that. Make sure you're using Option and Shift, right? It'll let you just draw it real quick. Let go of the mouse. Yeah. Then you get the rectangle tool and draw yourself a little thing, and then zoom in and make it like a little pill. Cool. Yeah. And then give it some spacing like that. Select those two, drag, Option, Shift, right? You should be able to do this at this point very easily, right? Make a quick copy, and then maybe make a couple copies of this. Give them a little space in between like that. You should be able to do that very quick. All right. Yes. Anybody need help? Everybody good? All right, just more or less like that. Yes. Okay. Once you have those, you got to select them, all of them like that. Yeah. Command 8. Hold down Command, hit the key 8. That makes them what we call a compound path. There's no real way to see it. All I can tell you is the second that you did Command 8, all these paths, right, are one path. I know it doesn't look it. They look separate. You can still edit them, but it thinks that they are a compound path, even though there's gaps, right? Normally a compound path is like, you don't have to do this, is any shape with a lot of points and then an ending, right? That's a compound path. And I know these don't look that way, but the Command 8 did that to them. Okay, select them. You're going to go to Window, and there's 3D materials. It's a separate window, right? Everybody got that? Go to Object, and notice if you click one of these, right, it starts manipulating it in a 3D plane. You got to click right here, and you can rotate it. A plane is flat. Then you got Extrude. That'll give you some depth, right? And I kind of showed you this with the Word the other day, right? This is with the shapes, but this is even better, okay? And try these. Revolve. Ooh, look at that. Everybody try Revolve. Yeah. Everybody get that? Yes. And not if you know, but if you click on this little circle, right? It's trying to do some 3D. This is brand new stuff in Illustrator. You didn't used to be able to do this. And then here you can rotate it. If you click on the side of the little wheel, right on the little wheel, see? All right. Okay, but the one we want inflate. Click on inflate. And let's lower the depth. And I'm gonna rotate mine around. You have to like click and hold. Something like this. And I'm gonna click on the center, and I'm gonna rotate it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little tricky at first, but you'll figure it out. Yeah? Everybody there? Now down here, we've got custom presets. Everybody see down here? No? Anybody? Can everybody hear me? Yeah? All right. So the ones we're going to use today are these isometric left. Watch, just select it. Isometric right. Isometric top. And we're going to leave it on the top. Isometric bottom. Did somebody knock? Yes? Is it Tony? Of course. Let me pause. Can somebody get the door here? Okay, so like I said, I want everybody to choose isometric top, this one. Yes. And then maybe depth about 16-ish, somewhere around there. So it looks almost like little buildings. Yeah. Everybody there? Yeah. Go to the depth if you have something going crazy. Put a depth. Click on object, depth, inflate. You got it? There you go. And then isometric. Oh, yeah, down the bottom. Right there. Yeah, custom. Yeah. Isometric top. Isometric top. So that's the top view. That's actually your camera. Okay. Oh, the materials are ready. Very nice. You're like, I'm gonna do what I want. Thank you for no matter 20 hours, no stroke. Oh, good. It's good to like poke all of us. And hold on. I was wondering why you now, select command 8. 8 command culture. All right. It doesn't look like it did like okay. But now little confusing. While they're selecting. You look over. This is so we're doing this. There you go. All right. And then I asked her, and then you can show her. Cool. All right. All right. Ready? Next part? Julian, you got it? What is that? Hot dog? Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's get that going. I know what we're doing though. All right. Yeah. Why is my mic? Oh, now Illustrator is not a full 3D program, but now they have introduced this 3D stuff. So if you click on a lot of stuff, the computer is thinking very hard. All right, that's why it's lagging, and it will be lagging. And then right now, when we click render, it'll actually. Okay. But have this window like. All right, you guys ready? Okay. All right. So again, remember, this is not a true 3D program, but they're starting to incorporate this stuff so that you don't have to go to a 3D program or try to download a freebie one. So that within Illustrator, you can do some of this stuff. All right. Now, Tony probably knows some of this because he's done some 3D modeling and stuff. And there's a lot of terms that are very 3D. Like right now, I'm going to talk about ray tracing. Okay. So you should have it on inflate. The depth, I have mine about 16 points, and isometric top. Okay. Now, some of you guys experimented, there's some materials. If you click on these, they will literally add that kind of texture to your thing, to your shape, right? There's a lot of them in here. All right. So later on, you can use some of these effects. This is still an Illustrator, so you can do anything with these and use them for anything. All right. Right now, let's go to our default. All right, you can play with this later, but let's go to our default. Okay. Now, this is the important part, the lighting. Okay. This is basically where the light source is coming from. Right here. Cool. All right. You can change the intensity. Let me tell you, anything about 3D is all about the lighting. Is that not true, Tony?
What's that?
Everything about 3D and make it look realistic is all about the lighting.
Lighting,
All right. Okay. And then if you click shadows down here at the bottom, you'll get some shadows. All right. Now they're not good yet. You'll see. You'll see. And this one's kind of weird how it got cut off. I don't know why. All right. I shouldn't do that. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. Let's go standard. And let's go, I don't know, 40 something. That's fine like that. But right here, you see, guys, see this little square right here. This is what we call ray tracing. And in 3D animation and stuff, it's like very realistic lighting. Okay, so if you click there, I want you to click in there. It'll take, now this is memory intensive for Illustrator, so you have to give it a few seconds, see how it's doing that. And you should get some really nice shininess here. Softness. If you lower the softness, it'll be nice highlights. Watch. Now it does, every time you move something, it is trying to render. So rendering means that it's applying. So see, I broke down the softness to almost nothing. And now the material will look really, really shiny. Okay. Yeah, everybody got it? This controls your distance or your shadows. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Let's go back a second. Yeah, see, every time you do something, it needs to re-render, okay? And if you go back to object, I forgot to show you guys this. So do you see how it says go back to object? You guys looking? Now notice right here, there's one that says inflate both sides. Now that would give you the other half of them. Watch. It takes a few seconds. It should work. There it goes. So if you say inflate both sides, it'll make them have another half. Give it a second. And again, what are you guys like? Why are we doing this? I need you to know that you have the ability in Illustrator to create some 3D stuff like this. If you need effects. Wow, it looks nice up there. All right. Pretty cool. Interesting. They look like they're floating, huh? Very nice. All right. And this is brand new this year to Illustrator. They had some other, like the one I showed you with my name last class. But this true 3D rendering, again, it is not a 3D program. This is just allows you to do some stuff inside of there. Okay. And again, you can practice with this all you want. Now, right here, this is important over here. If you look right next to that ray tracing one, there's a little tiny little tab right here. You guys see it? Yes? If you click on that, you get this little extra tab. And if you choose the high quality and you hit render, now it's actually gonna draw it. Huh? What? What happened? What are you saying? If you actually click on that, that's like the final point. You know how I tell you guys in Vector, if you want to outline a font and then you have to expand, this is the final render. That means it'll actually draw it with the highest resolution Illustrator can do. And that's pretty good. I don't know if you guys see that, right? Cool? Yes? No? Interesting? Not cool? Now, under materials, I think there's one down here at the bottom. I can't show it to you on the screen. It won't let me zoom in. But there's one called metallic down here at the bottom under materials. If you go to materials and you click metallic and you move that up and you give it a few seconds to render that, it makes it look even shinier, like if it was made out of metal. Watch. And this is, again, just one straight color, none of the textures. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Wow, it looks fancy. I know that Tony's not impressed because it's not really a 3D program, but I would give the Adobe Illustrator people a little clap because this is
cool though.
This didn't used to exist. And again, you'd have to know how to create something in say Maya or Blender and then somehow export it to throw it into Illustrator because now we have access to it within Illustrator, right?
It's a cool way of that.
Yeah. We didn't used to be able to do this, guys. I don't know if you realize how important this is. And I was going to go to the textures, and you probably know this, Tony. You can actually take pictures, guys, with your phone, right? Of a wall, of somebody's face, and you can import it as like a texture wrap, right? To give a 3D object a skin, so to speak. Yes? Am I pretty close there on that, Tony? Right? That you can take samples of things and wrap them over shapes, right? To become or if you see in the awesome CGI movies, that's how they put textures on stuff, right? So here, I don't know if you can see, you can actually add materials. I'm curious to see what happens. I have not done this. Let's see. Let's type Noble. If we throw in I don't know if it'll accept just a straight off Photoshop file. Let's see. It might not. It has to be probably formatted. Oh yeah, see there it is. It's looking for S-bar files. Okay, so I don't know how to do that yet. I'm gonna look into that because I just kind of learning this stuff myself, right? But again, this is what's cool. You can apply this stuff. Remember, it does take a little time. Give it some time. It's not instant because this is a lot of computer memory to do this stuff, okay? All right. And again, what's cool about this is you can apply it to anything. This is the next step I'm going to show you. Oh, look at that. Okay. And then if you don't like that, just go back to the default. But now, this is the first time I try this. I'm going to experiment with, we had Austin visiting yesterday. Let's see if this works. Command O. I'm going to go to my mascots. Obviously, you can't do this. Oops. But I have my mascots here for all the schools. A reminder, anybody wants to do some stickers, I'm always telling you guys, but some people don't want to do anything. All right, so I'm going to copy this, ungroup this. I'm curious what it'll do with this mascot. Well, let's bring that here. All right, interesting. Anybody like this? No? Not interesting? Anybody care? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, prior to today, we hadn't been able to do this. Did I not copy this? Copy, paste. Will it not let me once it's 3D? Oh no, there it is. Okay. So I'm just curious, right? So this is also something we could try in our stickers, right? So I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna do one not compound path and one compound path. So what did I tell you guys? Command what to do a compound path? Command what? Come on. Command 8. So, oh, see, that one made it all one shape. Okay. So I'm gonna try it with this one. This one's just grouped. So let's go to object. Let's do the inflate. Let's see if it does it to this. I'm curious what it does because there's a lot of vectors in there. Don't laugh if it looks weird. Oh, wow. That is so cool. Oh, we're going to be able to do this with our stickers. Oh, look, it looks pillowed. Interesting. Guys, look at that. Oh, my goodness. That looks so cool. Check that out. Look at that. It looks like vinyl, like puffy vinyl, right? You guys ever seen stickers like that? Remember, as little kids? You guys ever see some? That is awesome. All right, so then let's try some depth. Remember, it has to re-render every time you do something. So anything you've drawn so far in Illustrator, you can kind of experiment with this. Oh, currently does not apply entirely on some objects. Oh, okay, they're working on it. Okay, all right, fine. Okay, so now let's go to, oh, it's trying. Let's go to some materials. This is pretty cool. Oh, this beats in the old days I used to show you guys when we get to Photoshop next semester how to texture wrap something over a shape. It was a pain in the butt. But this is pretty cool. Let's put some moon. Let's see what it does. Yeah, pretty interesting. I told you guys it was interesting. So it adds another dimension to your skills here in Illustrator. And then, oh wow. And yeah. And then remember, I've already shown you guys like the whole Pathfinder stuff, right? Or making shapes out of one. Wow. That's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I'm curious on your little EPISD let's do a gold one on your little EPISD laptops if they can compute this stuff. If anybody has it. Oh, I didn't select it. You got to select that. I forgot that too. Well, let's see a gold one. This is so cool. I'm interested in seeing how they print too on our 3D printer. They should on our printer. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh, so interesting. Wow. I'm really excited. Wow. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Thumbs up. Yeah. What'd you think, Mr. Brito? Interesting. Don't forget you have to select the object. See? Wow. Let's do some shadows. Huh? Somebody say something? No? Let's do a shadow. This is so cool.
Next class, we do that field trip.
Yes. Did you bring your form?
I could bring it that day, right?
I hope so, or else
No,
you're
no,
not going.
I will.
All right. I have extras here. If anybody needs an extra, start checking them off today. What? Really? Oh, you weren't here.
What if I called my mom in front of you and she said yes?
What did I say? What did I say? Look, you're making me record that. All right.
Forgot.
I know, it's all right. What did I say, Tony? Now we're recording it. All right. Anybody think this is cool? Hannah, what do you think? Huh? All right, good. See, we got an official cool. Julian, what do you think? You like it? All right, man. See, it's all right. We got an okay from Julian. Awesome.
Yeah, clean mouth.
Yes. All right. This is so cool.
It actually looks really good.
Yeah. They've done a better job. It used to be very.
It's in between. Do you know Maya?
I don't. I've tried. It's too difficult for me. I mean, I know if I tried harder, but it's not easy. Yeah. See, so some are a little bit too complicated when it gives you that message, but that's okay. All right. Again, and what's cool is, you know, you can create stuff now that you can make 3D. It'll make your designs look really, really nice, right? What if you're working on your poster and you got a nice background? Oh, that looks legit real, man. Well, it looks 3D. Look at that. Look at already, right? Add in some text. Do a little bit of font. Command O. Command G. I just scale up the two and ones. Who's texting me? All right, start creating your poster. I don't know what I'm, but you get it. You get it, right? Everybody gets it? Right? Now you got this cool visual stuff going on. Oh, I don't want to do a little tracking. All right. I don't know what I'm doing at this point, but anyway, you get it, right? Definitely a way to do posters, add some cool element. And guess what? Just like everything else in Illustrator, let me see if it doesn't like this. I'm gonna scale this. Oh yeah, see, it has to re-render it. If you want to really test these computers, watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy it like a pattern. Oh yes, look at this. Oh, it's not liking that. It might be stuck for a while. Let's see. Wow. This is where you need a fast PC, a home built one for gaming because of the 3D stuff. So you can copy just like option drag. You guys okay over there? Wow. Yeah, it's having trouble rendering. Huh. I'm sure maybe we can expand also once it's rendered. Okay. Everybody got it? Okay. Um yeah, I'll stop here. Unless you want to keep watching it render.